Hello and good afternoon, everyone. We are going to be working on shapely instructions inspired by Reggie Laurent, self-made artist, African American, because we are celebrating and honoring African American Heritage Month, also known as Black History Month. So with that, let's go ahead and look over the supplies. We'll go into the workshop and then we'll call it a day. Alright everyone, for today's workshop, we're going to be using an 8x10 canvas panel. It's up to you how big or how small you would like this as well. If you are interested in doing this at home, we do have these canvas panels available through our supply kit. You'll receive the panel as well as a little handout with what you'll need. But today we're going to be using some acrylic paint, a variety of paintbrushes, and the newspaper to protect our surface. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Alright everyone, first up I'm going to use a very large paintbrush as well as black acrylic paint, so that way we can do the background. Alright everyone, now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and work on the shapes, but first let's go ahead and wait for this to dry. Before we begin our abstract art, on this little handout, these little pictures that I have here are actual Reggie Laurent paintings, just to inspire you, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I chose a variety of different colors that we're going to start out with, and we're going to hope for the best, because this is all personal choice and working from whatever inspiration you find. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And when you're working on this, if you want really opaque colors, you're going to have to add a few layers of the paint that you're working with. To try my best not to appropriate or steal Reggie's work, I am not going to work in very opaque colors. I'm going to try my best to keep it simple and not worry about the shapes I'm making. But most of the works that I've seen are very detailed with each of the shapes that are made, and the paintings themselves are worked on very large canvas panels, canvas sizes. And off to the side, I do have a cup of water, so that way I can clean my brushes and reuse them for the paint. For the sake of our painting, I am making very general shapes, not concerned with making them into actual forms. And that's the whole essence of abstract painting, is that you can make whatever you would like, the shapes you want, and whatever comes to mind. Now, Reggie does have over 20 years of experience doing this, and I like to consider myself an abstract artist, but this isn't my cup of tea that I'm doing. My style is very different, and I like putting a lot of paint onto the canvas itself. But I think I ruined this paintbrush. But one of the other things that he does to his canvas panels are adding line work too as well. So we'll try our best to add that into the white space that we have. And by the looks of it, he also adds more color on top of the opaque shapes that we have here. Like I said, I'm going to try my best not to steal his work, but to have the essence of his work and design on the canvas panel that we're working on. Again, it is you working on this canvas panel yourself. It is inspired by Reggie's work, self-made artists working around the Georgia area for over 20 years. And we just kind of learn how to piece everything together, still have the influences of his work, but try not to appropriate his work. Again, on the little sheet that is provided with the canvas panel, these are all Reggie Laurent's pieces and that he has. And we just incorporated some of those designs to have the generic abstract feel on this canvas panel using the various colors, the line work. I have the very translucent color with the background coming through, just to, like I said, to have those influences and have the inspiration of his work, but not appropriating or stealing any of his actual work into the canvas itself. Thank you very much for joining me on today's workshop. We worked on an abstract canvas piece. I don't know how else to describe it, but it is inspired by Reggie Laurent's work, who's, like I mentioned previously, a self-taught artist with over 20 years of experience, and the paintings that he does is massive, about 4 feet plus, depending on the size itself. We celebrated and honored Black History Month twice for our Creative Corners this month. First with this workshop, as well as our Freedom Quote. If you're not already subscribed to our social media channels, be sure to do that. You can find that plus the supply request kits request form. Both of those will be available on the homepage of our website, and I will put the link to our website into the video description. If you would like, be sure to tag your arts that you finished to our social media, so that way we can also take a look at it. My name is Joshua. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.